I said, empty your mind. Be formless, shapeless, like water. Now you put water into a cup, it becomes the cup. You put water into a bottle, it becomes the bottle. You put it in a teapot, it becomes the teapot. Now water can flow or it can crash. Be water, my friend.
It just occurred to me as I was about to do this stupid ass entrance. You can still see me in the corner over there. What's going on, guys? The reason I was going to do this entrance like this is because my ass is not very comfortable. I can't seem to get comfortable. And it's because of this normal chair. I'm sick of this basic uninteresting stock chair. So my lovely wife said, we ain't doing that no more. It's time to change. It's time for a change. And so, connected. And so now, we have one of these bad boys. Your boy is officially got the pro gamer look. And even though I'm very far from that. What's going on, guys? Hope you guys are doing well. The real reveal is the folding chair in the back. That's the real chair. We actually got some folks in here. I was wondering who was going to show up because we're playing a very tiny out of nowhere game. All right, let me catch my breath now that I've done my stupid entrance. We got Slow Crash. What's going on? We got Aaron. How you doing, Aaron? Good to see you, my guy. We got Pab 140, the Dead Sea, Schnecky Poo as always. Lovely to see you and to try to pronounce your name. We got Scattered Deco. We got Spicy 6565. Quick Sparse. What's going on? We got Bartman, of course. Spicy again. Tim Tam. Pab 1. Kuo Jade. Yes, good to see everyone. Today we are. I must be really out of shape. I got like really exhausted from coming across the room and doing that. Am I really that out of shape? I've been lifting weights, but I've taken like a week off and maybe it's time to get back into it. Anyways, guys, we're here today to play a little game called Promesa. It's a little indie game. I believe it is Spanish for promise. Basically, I get a lot of these emails, and from independent devs, from little indie developers, and they come forward with their games, and usually I just kind of pass them up. I'm like, this is, I don't really have anything to do. I don't want to play this little random run and gun. I don't want to play this random little puzzle game. But this one, the guy was really nice, as they always are, and he said, give this a try. You're into psychology. This is about dreams. And I thought, maybe I kind of actually want to give that a try. So we're going to play a little game called Promesa about dreams today. And dreams is are an interesting concept in psychology because they're one of the things we actually know the least about. There are theories out there, but we don't really have anything set in stone. Shanky poo. Oh, I keep trying to put the N before the E. That makes sense. Shanky poo. It's a German name. Okay, great. Shanky poo. Gotcha. Like shank, E, like the letter E, poo. Shanky poo. Got it. Not a problem. So we're going to play some Promesa tonight. Tomorrow, I was planning on playing a little Hyrule Warriors, the new Hyrule Calamity, but because my wife and I are kind of in the process of doing some moving and some things like that right now, I'm not going to have the time I thought I was going to have tomorrow. So probably will be streaming it Sunday. So the reason I bring that up before we get started is because I really wanted to do it tomorrow on launch day. That way you guys could come in here and it'd be like the first time you get to see it. But unfortunately, it's not going to happen. So maybe, what I'm asking you is to save yourself. I don't want you to see any other person play it. I don't want you to play it. You can play it if you want. Do whatever you want. But if possible, save yourself because we're going to be playing it Sunday. And it's going to be a good time. So without further ado, let's hop into... why am I so out of breath? I think I'm gonna have a heart attack on stream. Promesa. So this game should be pretty interesting. It's pretty short. I actually shouldn't be here right now because I just finished a cycle of play. I just finished editing it. I have to go back through and watch it and make sure everything looks good on it, which I think it does. And then it should be coming out tomorrow for Patreon and Saturday for everybody else. So this is gonna be interesting. I'm gonna see what this game is about. You'll try and pronounce this. It's Irish. Okay. I'm gonna do a really white girl version of it. I got lead. Lead Ranch. Lead Ranch. Okay, that's the obviously the wrong way to say it. But this is Irish. Leidrenach. I don't know. That's my best. That's my best. My best thing. Expected wallpaper, but it was you expected a wallpaper, but it was me Dio. Exactly. I'm on part 5 of JoJo's right now. Part 4 was amazing. Promesa. Here we go. Getting it pulled up. So let me know how audio is on this, guys. This shouldn't be too loud of a game because it's more. I don't get the impression that this is going to be like a really get intense and like, you know, a hardcore. I kind of like these more relaxing titles like Journey, like Grease, like this, where it's just sort of, it's less about playing a game to be, you know, sort of engaged in like the challenge and more just engaged in the atmosphere and the story it's trying to tell. It's completely different. So I hope you guys enjoy this. I'm looking forward to giving it a try. I don't think it's very long. Let's see. Choose language, English. Promesa lasts about 45 minutes and has no save system. Headphones and a dark room recommended. That's why I don't have my overlight on. I just have the lamp over here. It's pronounced Le Dronach. It's weird. But in Irish, Le Dronach. Interesting. What does it mean? Is that just is it a name? Does it mean Shanky Poo? Is that what it means? Promesa lasts about 45 minutes. Has no safe system, headphones, and a dark room required. So I got that. I got my headphones. I got my dark room. I got the WASD, which I never actually use. Funny enough, I play like 0 PC games, but I did recently download a PC game that you guys have been suggesting. I won't reveal, but we will certainly be playing that in the future. But the next playthrough is probably going to be Hyrule Warriors. So be looking forward to that. You expected saves, but it was me, Dio. Everything is Dio, man. When reading the dialogues, I actually showed my wife the Muda 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 thing a while back. And, no, it wasn't a while back. I showed it to her yesterday. And I showed her the English version where he says useless, useless, useless. And she was like, I kind of like that better. And I was like, we can't talk for the rest of the day. And how do you think I'm feeling? I'm in a deep hole, laying here, restless, worried. And for that reason, I start screwing around on the computer because I'm sunk and play rounds of solitaire, trying to catch a break. But I stay there too long, so I just end up more nervous than I was. Okay. Do I... WASD in just this, right? Muda, 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 muda. Muda, muda, muda. Okay, how do I continue, though? Enter? Okay, yeah, enter. That was what it was. Or I just happened to hit enter right as it was done. Okay, so here we are. Yeah, dreams are interesting because psychologists can't quite agree. I guess I move forward. Yeah. I thought something was behind me for a second. I saw the curtain moving in the background, and I was like, oh shit. Because dreams are sort of there's a lot of different camps in psychology. So some psychologists believe that dreams counterbalance the real world. Am I going this as fast as I can go? Let me turn this up some for myself. I'm scared already. It shouldn't be a horror game. I don't think it's horror. Also, let me know if you guys can hear. There's not a whole lot of, it's just kind of ambient noise right now. Can I move left? I can. I can go a lot of different directions. Okay, but it's not very fast. Is it supposed to be this slow? That's fine. We have a nice little back porch here. Where am I? Okay. Oh, it's a beautiful sky up there. Should I go in this window? I think it wants me to go in the window. I'm gonna try to go this window. Good game at nighttime, be scared. I think one of my favorite things about being in a dream, though, is how sometimes you can, and I don't know if this is just me, but sometimes I get in a dream and I'm not me, like I'm someone else. It's kind of a bizarre sensation, right? And then you wake up, but like somehow it still feels like it's you because you're in their shoes, but you know you're not you. Like I've had dreams where I was like a character in a TV show before. Okay, we're opening this door now. Okay, now it's getting dark. Ah, how people change. You know that I keep forgetting the names of streets. By not wanting to remember all the bad that happened, I forgot a lot of things. Look, the only thing I always regret is not having learned Russian. One should be born again, what we can do. There are things that I did not learn and that I'll never get to learn. Hey Victoria, what's going on? That's a really good theory. When you dream, you're just feeling... This is really loud for me now. All of a sudden, I gotta turn it down. Yeah, it must be late overseas. I actually have a clock on my phone right now that tells like what time. Oh, I'm moving. I'm live. It's just a picture here. I actually have a clock on my phone that tells me what time it is in other countries. Like I have like Australia, and I think I have just cities. I have like London on there. So now I know what's folding as I get closer. Can I go around the fold? Turn down myself some more. Is it too loud for y'all? Eldon Solo says, hey yo, I just found your YouTube channel and feel down the rabbit hole. Love your content. Thank you so much for that, Eldon. I appreciate that. But Victoria, that is an interesting, oh, I'm walking into the picture. Idea that if you're dreaming, you're viewing like an alternate reality of what your life could be like, you know? This is so interesting. Like it's like those weird museum things where you walk to one angle and it's something different. This is still early development, I think, guys. So you're gonna see some textures that are just sort of, you know, not as defined as they probably could be, but it's an indie game. This is a really interesting idea right now. We're walking into this picture. I want to be walking faster, but I almost kind of don't. Should I just hold forward the whole time? I guess I am. Where am I? There's a part in Inception that just blows my mind when he's like sitting there with her, Leo is, and he's sitting there and he's talking to the girl from Juno, and he's like, you ever realize that in a dream you always get somewhere but you don't know how you got there. You just appear there and you're never sure how you got there, and you're never sure when you leave. Oh, that's good. Yeah, see, this little definitely needs a little work, but obviously still early development. Like the idea of what I'm seeing so far. Love the environmental storytelling. Clearly there was a family here. Yeah, dreams are fun. So one camp in dreaming is that it's a counterbalance. Some psychologists believe that the worse your life is going, the better your dreams will be, and it sort of gives you some balance of like comfort, which is nice because like, oh, a sweet dream, that kind of helps me and makes me feel a little bit better. And then of course the other idea is that you can have a horrible dream whenever your life is going really well, and that's to prepare you for if your life stops going well. Or at least that's kind of the idea. What's going on in chat? What are we up to today, B-Boy? What's going on, B-Boy? We're playing Promesa. This is a game about dreams, and allegedly about a father and son. I didn't tell you guys that, but yeah, it's apparently about a father and a son. And now that actually I'm looking at this, some of these pixels being the way they are, I'm beginning to think this might be like by design. It may not be like that it needs polish. This might be a stylistic choice. You know? Can't tell. Yeah, the clothes are transparent, right? So what exactly does that mean? Also, I think my time is limited here because as I'm going around this building, unless I'm just behind, unless the moon, the moon must be on the other side. Like I said, I don't quite know what's going on here. But how often do you in dreams? Kuo J says my life's shit and so is my dreams. You know, Kuo Jade, I really hope that turns around for you. I know exactly what you mean. So the guy, and I'm paraphrasing here from what I seem to remember about this study. Should I go down oh, that's where I came from. I'm paraphrasing here, but there that study about the counterbalancing dreams is, I'm pretty sure it was like all circumstantial evidence. It was all anecdotal. So it's an interesting idea, but it's not necessarily factual, you know? Oh, okay. Can I go back? I can't go back, okay. I thought I might be trapped in here. This is kind of spooky. But oddly at the same time, it's kind of relaxing. Oh. Also, is it too loud or anything? Let me know if it's too loud. In fact, I can do my own audio Oh, did this town like expanded? So I'm not big on animation. What I mean by that is I love it, but I'm not big as far as knowledge goes. I don't know how they're making some of these effects from it going to like a painting to all of a sudden you can go into it. It's freaking wild, but boy, I really like it. I'm sure it's explained somewhere, but I've never seen it quite used like this. Too loud? Okay. We can take it down. If I can figure out. Oh, I know how to do it. Aha. Give me a second, and I'll give it a little down smooch. Mwah. Oh, just get turned down by the. Mwah. Okay, now we're not quite as loud. Let me know if that's better. Oh, my phone was max volume. Okay, I turned it down. It was at -7 dB. Now it's a -15. So let me know if that's better, and we can go from there. Okay, so we have a door here. I don't think this door opens. Yeah. Well, I hear things. I'm experiencing things. Hello? Anybody behind me? Oh, that door is totally gone. I can't go back. Bartman says, it's common that I know that when you're... Is it common that I know when I'm dreaming? It's fun to have nightmares since you don't fear for yourself. You know, it does kind of give you... Yeah, Person Guy, I agree. It does kind of give amnesia vibes. So, is it common that I know that I'm dreaming when I'm dreaming? There are some people, and I don't know I don't have the data on this, but there are some people called lucid dreamers, which means that yes, you sort of are self-aware. Can I go here? No. You are sort of self-aware whenever you're dreaming, and it basically is just, you know, hey, here I am, everything that's happening around me. I am a partial lucid dreamer. I sometimes am, and sometimes I realize into the dream, I'm like, oh wait, this is a dream. And then I try to stick around, but it's like the second you realize it's a dream, at least for me, and again, it's different for everybody because I think dreaming serves a different function depending on, number one, who you are, and number two, what you're experiencing. But for me, I will lucid dream. I'll realize that I'm in a dream and I want to stay there. I want to soak it up, but I can't. Like the second I realize, it's like, oh, the dream starts breaking apart, which is interesting, right? Like, why would the knowledge of it being a dream suddenly stop you? And again, that's just for me. And maybe it's influenced because that's how it was in Inception. I'm pretty sure if you found out in Inception that you were dreaming, you started to wake up. So maybe I'm projecting what I think it should be. It's interesting what your subconscious can do. Let me get caught up on the chat. It's really cool that they've changed the texture in this new map to be more simplistic. Yeah, I like that. I think they should stick to that. I think this is a really, really cool game, but it shouldn't try to be too realistic. I think it needs to stay sort of on this more simplistic design, more minimalist design. The buildings look Latin American. Yes. So the developer is Italian and is it Portuguese? Oh, no, Argentina. So I believe the influences are coming from both of those places. Randabozo, sorry, but you are modded now, Randabozo. Sorry you're in class. Man, where's a stand? Where a standoff is about to happen? That's totally what it was. Break Mars for sure. That was very much like this town ain't big enough for the both of it. That had those exact vibes. Get that education, Randabozo. Absolutely. Like a sandbox. I've heard there are things you can do and try in a lucid dream. They don't help me though because I never remember my dreams. Folded Phoenix. A lot of people don't. A lot of people report not dreaming, and a lot of psychologists think that they are dreaming, but they simply don't remember it. Some psychologists believe that everybody dreams, and that very well may be possible. That very well may be true. That's the thing about it, man, is you don't have any way. It is just what people report. There's no like cartoon dream box that you can just hook somebody up to. Okay, we're totally black. Every direction is black right now. I'm just gonna keep moving forward. Oh, here we go. Oh, we're back at the beginning. That's another thing, is that I don't know if you guys have experienced this as well. Just talking about, oh yeah. I could do that sometimes too. The only times I realize I'm dreaming is that when the dream is too good to be true. Suki Moonshine, that's a good point. I can't tell you how many times, like in high school, it was always like my crush in my dream, and I was like, yes, things are going so well, and I wake up and be like, fuck. But nowadays, what happens to me, because I'm married, like that's not a problem anymore. What happens to me nowadays is I wake up. Oh, I know you guys have had this. you wake up in the morning and then you do the dream where you like go do your morning routine. And then all of a sudden you realize, oh fuck, I'm actually still in bed. None of that is really done. I get that a lot, and I also get that I went to the grocery store and got all this shit, or I got like a really good deal on something I want, and but then I wake up and I don't actually have it anymore, and I'm like, oh man, like I inherited a bunch of money, but I woke up and then nothing. It's always a letdown. Oh, there's a guitar here, I believe, a guitar case. Cool, Jay, take care. Glad you could drop by. Could it be a left brain or right brain thing that keeps you from remembering? Bonsai, Steven, what's going on, man? That is a good question. To be honest with you, I can't, off the top of my head, remember, number one, the validity of the whole left brain, right brain thing, and number two, if people are inherently one or the other. If it is a thing, because again, it's just escaping me right now. Everything I did was cognitive whenever I was in college, or at least everything I remember. It was all about like decision making and biases and social psych. I don't remember the whole left brain, right brain thing. So I need to restudy up on that. But it is entirely possible. I mean, the brain is so damn convoluted. This is a nice kitchen. I like the flooring, the tiling they did. It's entirely possible because it's all so connected anyways. Wait. Oh, no, wait. I wanted to keep looking through the kitchen. Okay, that's fine. Should I read the Spanish or should I read the English? I don't know Spanish, but I could try. Let me try the Spanish. Un tiempo antes de irme a dormir, yo me ponía a leer un rato, porque quiero aprender algo nuevo cada día. Ay, Dios mío, I can't read this. Yeah, just exploring. So what's happened so far? Yeah, Rona Bozo, we've just been looking. We've just been going through dreams. I haven't fought anything. I haven't had to heal. I haven't had to run. I haven't had anything terrible happen. I've just been sitting here having a good time. Just enjoying these dreams. RK Moyebo? RK, I'm sorry, I can't quite read your name there. I'm just going to, RKMU, you know what I'm talking about, says, during my teenage years when I realized I was in a nightmare, I could actively wake myself up, and I can't describe how to do it though. Yeah, what I've realized about my own dreams, because I hate nightmares, obviously, I'll realize it's a nightmare, but I also, in the moment of the nightmare, realize, oh, this has to come to like a climax. To me, every nightmare has a moment of like, that moment when you kind of shock yourself up and like whatever it is just too horrible for you to understand. So I'll realize I'm in a nightmare. I'll realize that the dream is like coming apart, and then I'll go, oh fuck, here comes something scary. And it's something scary, and I'm like, oh and I like wake up for a second, pet the dog if he's there, and then go back to sleep. But as a kid, man, as a kid, I couldn't do it. I would scream in the night. Borkmar says, gotta check out catch your next stream, love your YouTube content, and that's why I always check in your streams. Too bad the time zones don't match up. Borkmars, I appreciate that. New cycle play tomorrow if you're still here. No, not tomorrow. If you're on Patreon, it's tomorrow. But Saturday, yes, there will be a new cycle of play. I just finished editing it not even an hour ago. So just close your eyes and count to 3. Yeah, absolutely. Yes, of course, Miranda Boza. I told you I would. I still got to mod some more people, but I still got to mod my boy Spencer, but I'm waiting for him to rise to the occasion. He's got to do something to impress me. Spencer, if you're here, you got to impress me, dog. You can't form your own reality in lucid dreams. Can't you form your own reality in lucid dreams? I don't know. Again, there's no actual factual book written on this. There's no studies that say for sure you can or you can't. I've read you can. I've heard you can. Some people can. Maybe you can. Way back before going to sleep, I used to read, wanting to learn something new every day. Anything, but now I just can't. I don't have the energy anymore. Look, now reading a single page strains me because I forget right away. That book I lent you, at this point, I've been on the same page for months. Things don't stick with me. They escape me. Oh, man. My man's got Alzheimer's. Oh, we're in a castle now. Whoa. What's in this room? We got a nice little piano. Got a nice little shelf back there, I think. Okay. I guess we float out this window now. Hello? Oh, we can't float out the window. We have to turn and go this way. That's interesting about this game is that because at first you're just kind of floating, it's kind of hard to tell like when I'm floating and when I'm actually doing something. Can I open this chest? There's probably nothing to be gained here. And if there was something to be gained, I wouldn't be able to keep it because this is all a dream. We got a nice little courtyard here. Again, I think that if these textures are gone, you know, and it is just sort of smooth surfaces like this, it almost would give off a different aesthetic, you know. As it is right now, it almost just kind of looks like it's either unfinished, or maybe it's not. Maybe that is the aesthetic. Maybe I'm being an asshole. Got a door over there. This dream is wild. We got the sun up there, maybe behind kind of a cloud. Is that a bench? Someone says. B-Boy said, is that a bench? Dude, it could be. Every time I see, ever since I've gone with you guys and done a Hollow Knight stream, ever since we went through Hollow Knight together, that was my first full playthrough of any game for a crowd of people. And now, I see benches in real life, and I'm like, you know, I have that moment of like, hey, let's go. I see benches all the time whenever I go to the store, or, and actually, we're currently doing some work for my wife's grandma, and her house is really old. And a lot of her stuff is really old. This is a cool ass door, bro. Look at that door. Look at the drip on this door. I like it. They have a lot of old stuff there, and they have this old bench out front that's like broken, and it breaks my heart when I see it because it reminds me of the broken benches in Hollow Knight. But I think my mother-in-law and father-in-law are gonna get it, and they're going to fix it because it's like a really nice old iron bench. They're gonna get it nice and fixed up. This is a quaint little town. Bartman, you playing Hollow Knight? Where you at, man? It's a fun game, dude. I would love to go back to it at some point if I didn't have a freaking mountain of other shit to play right now. If you're just joining us, we're playing Promesa. This is a little indie game that I had emailed to me. The dev came to me with a stream key and was like, hey, you should try this. You like psychology. This is about dreams. Nothing I'm seeing yet has blown me away, except for maybe like some of the way the earlier there was some paintings that were like opening up for you to walk into them, and it was really, really cool. A lot of great ideas here, but nothing that's blown me away just yet. I was hoping, though, if it's good enough, it might be something I could do a video on. I'm always looking for stuff to do videos on. But if nothing else, we'll have a nice time tonight talking about dreams. Oh, what the? We just snapped here. This does play like a dream, because think about it, every time you're in a dream. I mean, this is at least me. Again, this is all subjective. When I'm dreaming, I end up from place to place to place without realizing how I got there. You know what I'm saying? I'll be in Walmart getting, you know, I started to say lubricant. I'll be in Walmart getting something, right? And then in 10 minutes later, I'll be like, I'll look up in the sky and I'm in Colorado or something, and then there's just like fire falling from the sky. You finished Ghost of Tsushima? I'm still working on it, Steven. If you haven't played this game, guys, good lord, you need to play it. And Steven, it's not like I haven't put in the time, actually. I've put over 40 hours at this point, and I'm still only like halfway through the map. I'm taking my time with it. I wish I could get through games like Shane can. Shane will just, our buddy Shane, if you guys watch the Animal Crossing video, for those of you that aren't my little friend circle, Shane is the one that was in the Animal Crossing video, him and Jack, and my boy Shane will bust through some games. I think he finished Ghost in like a week. He finished Hollow Knight in like a week. I mean, he just plows through them. I wish I could do that, but I'm like a slow eater and a slow chewer of games and food. I don't know why I brought food into it. I guess because I'm a little hungry. I like this little window. Oh, there's a car driving by? Okay. Got a nice balcony here. This is lovely. What's in here? I don't like this corner. I'm actually a little freaked out now. We got some cars driving by out there, and what I like about that is that you have cars driving by, but they're not necessary. It's not necessary to put the cars in. You just see the light moving, and you know exactly what they mean by that. Very, very cool. Yeah, I'm playing Ghost of Tsushima right now. I absolutely adore that game. It keeps just getting on the back burner when I'm playing other stuff, but I'm fine with that because it's going to feel like a huge journey when I finally finish it. I'm actually considering doing a video on playing games fast versus playing them slow, because when you play them slowly, they like span portions of your life, you know? Like you build associations with that game across multiple months, and suddenly it's like, oh man, I played this game doing this and this and this. Almost like binging versus taking your time on a weekly show that's a season, you know? We got a nice little piano here. Interesting. Ghost of Tsushima. Ghost of Tsushima. Oh, we're going. Oh, so we just found a piano. Okay. Enjoying it. Sometimes I just roam around. Oh, yeah, it's a beautiful game and really easy to get into and just lost into the scenery. Sometimes I just roam around finding stuff to do the old fashioned way without the map. There's no doubt about that. And I what's funny is I'm actually been trying to speed it up a little bit, but once I do and I like accomplish whatever I'm working on, then I just pick a spot that hasn't been uncovered yet and I just go that way. No goal in mind. I just go over there and I put the traveler, gear on that opens up and it unveils more of the map. God, it's so much fun. So much fun. What are y'all playing right now? That's what I got to know. What's everybody else playing? Because there's obviously a lot coming out later this year. Obviously, we have Hyrule Warriors coming out tomorrow, which, by the way, playing Sunday. If you guys aren't planning on picking it up or you want to watch it, I am going to be playing it Sunday. I wanted to play it tomorrow. Can't. Got other stuff I have to do. Have prior responsibilities. But Sunday I'll be playing Hyrule Warriors on stream. So be sure to tune in for that. But yeah, what are you guys playing right now? Risk of Rain. Random Bozo, you are all about Risk of Rain. I know, I got to give it a shot at some point, man. You missed it earlier, so I kind of want to say it again, so I'm gonna. Full of Phoenix, here, let me pay attention. But apparently there's some pretty good evidence that supports the theory that the left-right brains are different. Although that's more in the sense that there's apparently a good chance they're separate consciousness. That's hard to say. Consciousness. This is interesting. I need to do some more looking into the left and right brain thing, Full of Phoenix. It's definitely an interesting topic. It's something that I think a lot of people would love to know about. I think it's going to tie into personality, which I will be doing a lot of personality cycle of plays next year, more than one. I want to do one on like how personality affects what you play. I want to do one about how personality affects your decision making in games. There's a lot to be done there. So I think that's going to be a big part of the 2021 cycle of play lineup, as well as some Game from the Heart and maybe a couple other things. We don't know what's going to happen just yet. Hollow Knight, Subnautica, L4D2 with the homies, Subnautica. I cannot stop playing multiplayer games. I'm currently on Ark Survival Kit. Yeah, I saw you were streaming that, Victoria. That looks like a lot of fun. I've seen that around, and I've kicked around the idea of playing it myself, but there's just so much. Oh, cool. Okay, so CGP Grape has a video on it. That's good. That's always encouraging. When I want to do a video, but someone else has already made one on it, I'm like, well, I got to find a way to twist it and make it about a particular game if I want to talk about it again. Otherwise, it's irrelevant. It's redundant. That's not irrelevant. It's redundant. Geez, I'm Chad if he was a gaming addict. I'm still waiting for anything about Breath of the Wild 2 or Silk Song. It's been... You know what I realized today, Bartman? You talk about that. Obviously, we've been waiting a while for Breath of the Wild 2. It's coming. I think we're going to get it next year. I think they're going to announce it at like E3, and they're going to be like, it's ready holiday. Like, we were just fucking with y'all. But I think COVID obviously kind of screwed things up. But Breath of the Wild 2 is coming. But you know what I realized earlier? I didn't know this because I haven't been following it that long. I'm not big on CD Projekt Red, but whatever the hell they're called. Cyberpunk 2077 was announced in like 2013. That's absurd. I just was like looking up teaser trailers earlier because I was thinking about an idea of how to like end the cycle of play because there's a teaser at the end for something. But yeah, it was announced in like 2013, which I guess I knew, but I just kind of realized that, oh my God, that's been 7 years and they keep delaying it. Are we actually getting 2077 this year? Are we getting it in 2077? That's a good question. Have you ever played Subnautica? I have seen a lot of Subnautica. I have not actually played it, although I kind of want to at this point. Everyone keeps saying it's amazing. But what about... Okay, that's a good question. Alpaca Lunda. You said playing games fast or slow, but what about playing games we play quickly, but replay along our life? That is a good point. I think it would have a similar effect because ultimately you're still playing it a ton. but you're just sort of playing it at different moments. So I think it's more about like when you're playing it versus when you're not. If you replay it over and over, that's more playtime, you know? Oh, Bonsai, you started Dead Cells today? I knew you were trying to stream it earlier. When my internet isn't down, I was heard it's hard, but some of the people make it sound. It's not easy either, but it spooked me into comparing. Yeah. Anytime you compare it with Dark Souls, people freak out. But yeah, Dead Cells is a great game. I highly recommend it. Even if you don't do any boss cells, everyone gave me a hard time on my Dead Cells video because I didn't have any boss cells on it, and I was like, I just played it once and enjoyed it, man. I don't know what to go. I'm sorry I didn't do all the post game actual hard stuff, but the first run was fun for me, and that's all I wanted. Let's see. You see, I've reached an age where I'm trying to make all that I know not slip away. I used to remember a great deal of things, and now I have to fight every day. I can't learn new things anymore, you know? For me, it really is a lot to keep doing the things I know. Okay. This is totally about someone with Alzheimer's, someone with dementia, and their dreams are like their only escape. Okay, this is suddenly really sad. Hey, Victoria, good to see you. Take care. Also, everybody, that's my friend Victoria Shuizamo. Definitely go check out her streams. Shuizamo in the chat. She does manga. She does Arc, obviously, which you just mentioned a minute ago, and she's playing something else as well. So go check out her stuff as well. What else we got? What else we got over here? Nothing behind me, as usual. There's only one way to go. We have a fresh little corridor here. Oh, this is a barn. No, it's not a barn. I thought that was hay. My wife has a horse, and we're out at the barn all the time. So I just instinctually was like, "This is hay. This is a barn. This is luggage." I'm thinking this has to do with like Italian or Argentinian history. I think that's why I'm not understanding some of the locations as much. But I catch the drift of there's a right in the middle of the floor. There seems to be one that looks more important. I catch the drift of that. There's a should I go up or down? I catch the drift of what they're trying to do. And I really like it. Also, my foot's going to sleep. I got to swap. Yeah, no, it's baggage. Hey, what's going on, Will? Good to see you, man. Captain Kool-Aid himself in the stream, in the chat. Good to see you, dude. Hope everything's going well with you. Hope you're staying away from the Rona, as we all should be. Wear your masks, folks. I actually recorded a clip for a Psycho Play today and jokingly like put a mask on for it. So you'll see that this weekend. So is this important, or is it just happened to look a little conspicuous? Okay, no, it's just there. All right, so we need to go upstairs probably and ascend. This is the dad's dreams. I keep saying dad because the dev let me know in the email that this is about a father and son. So maybe had I not known that, it would affect my experience differently. And in fact, I'm almost certainly would. I'm almost certain that it would. Rooster King 548, what's going on with you, man? Hope you're doing well. So it's been did you hear about free Melee? Oh, Nintendo, what are you doing? So I saw it on Twitter briefly earlier. Long story short, Nintendo shut down a Melee event. Oh wait, I'm going the wrong way. Am I? No, I'm going the right way. Nintendo shut down an event. It was just a Super Smash Bros. Melee event, and they shut it down because I guess they didn't have permission or something. Why Nintendo does this, I don't know. Where do I go then, if not there? Why Nintendo draws its lines in some of the strangest places? Because people could say that their practices are outdated, but they've come around on a lot of things. Like they used to copyright at Nintendo music, they used to copyright scenes from Nintendo games, like they used to content ID, all that stuff. They've come around, like they have made leaps and bounds, and you know, and obviously they have their whole thing about fan. Oh, I see. There's a door open over there. They have their thing about fan games. They don't want you reproducing fan games, which is whatever. But it's just so random because this is not the only Smash Bros. Event. They've never shut down Evo. They've never shut down anything else like that. I don't get it. I don't know. I just feel like they occasionally would like to make an example, but it's silly, man. It's good for your community. So that's my 10 cents on it. I'm not gonna get too into it because I don't fuck with Melee like that. I wouldn't consider myself part of that community, but I do care about it. I want it to flourish. I want it to flourish. I want it to do well, as I think we all do, especially considering the time it's going through right now with all the allegations and stuff. Not a good time to be a Smash fan. But it is a good time to be a Minecraft fan and a Smash fan. Night Slays, how are you? Good to see you. Will says, got off retail work, then straight to the grocery store. Will, you going to get some, are you going, do you have 2 jobs now? Are you going to the grocery store to work, or are you just going to pick up some stuff? Because if you're going to pick up some stuff, give me something. Mail me, pick up something, then mail me a bag of your favorite dip. All right, here's a good one, guys. If you eat tortilla chips, do you prefer it with salsa, queso, white queso, which is like the queso blanco, or do you prefer like a spinach dip? Do you prefer like a bean dip? Like what is y'all's number one dip? The fuck was that? Hello? What is y'all's number one chip dip? Let me just ask that. To hell with tortilla chips. Whenever you're dipping chips in anything, Cool Ranch, French dip. I like that French dip. The one that Lay's has. That French. Oh my God! I love that French dip shit, man. It's so tasty. Night Lay's, good to see you, man. Thank you, Random Bozo. I'm so glad you said that. I was like, my favorite one's missing. I can't think of it. Guacamole is absolutely my favorite dip for anything. My boy Spencer and I used to dip popcorn in guacamole, which you'd think is horrible, but it's really good. Dip it in water. I let them eat without anything. I don't like sauce as much. That's totally fine, Bartman. I respect it. Yeah, this does feel like a map, doesn't it? This feels like a map for any shooter, really. What we got over here? Okay, so we have a railroad. So I will say, this game, I love the idea. It's probably taking a while to get through because I've been like stopping and talking to the chat, but it does feel like it's running just a little bit. No, I don't want to say it's running long. I think I need to give it some more time. It's just one of those things where you just sort of go. I think that, see, the idea is really good, but then they do stuff like this, and I'm like, ooh, it's kind of relaxing. Just got a YouTube comment. Bruh, that was like an episode of Black Mirror, says someone about the fourth wall video. It was exactly the vibes I got. I had picked up dinner, also queso blanco for chips, the only way to go. I got to swap to the PS4. Yeah, man, queso blanco I'm a big fan of. I didn't think I'd like it when I'd try it because it's just not traditional. I'm not going backwards. I'm not. Wait, I mean, hold up. Wait, no. I'm being sucked away. What is this? I was just bitching about it, and now it's gonna hit me with some really exciting shit. I can't get away. Did I die? Truth is, we went back and forth for 20 years with everything. The family, until the both of us grew too old. I wanted to go back again, but it was no longer an option. It's like a chasm, something that attracts me, you know? Of course, I've always wanted to go back. I would always go back. That's the first time in the game they make you go backwards. It was really jarring, but in a good way. Like, it was almost like... That's another thing about dreams. A lot of times you don't control what's happening. And it's sort of like, oh, fuck, I can't... Why is this happening to me? My teeth are falling out. That's a thing that happens a lot. I broke Promesa. Luke, what's going on, man? Good to see you. Stuck into the Abyss, who here likes mayo. I like mayo in the right context. I can't do it by itself, obviously. Dragged to Brazil. Currently trying to think of a joke right now. Dude, that's facts. Whenever I'm in the group chat with people and someone says something, I'm like, oh, there's a joke there. And I can't think of it. And the second I do think of it, I can't type fast enough to get the first reply. You know what I'm talking about when you're trying to be clever? That is a bitch, man. I hate it. The dog's over there taking like the best nap I've ever seen. My man's is tuckered out. Alpacalandia says garlic mayo. Garlic anything, man. Garlic adds so much flavor. All the vampires in the chat are like, ah, I'm out. Garlic anything is amazing. I put garlic in so much shit because I cook a lot. My first ingredient with cooking though is like almost always onions. I don't know why it's like that, but it feels like every recipe I have to have onions in it. Oh, we have a really nice textured. Okay, just kidding. For a second, it looked like a really, really nice textured little Maytag washing machine. Okay. How do you hate onions, Luke? How could you? Luke, onions are a source of life. They are the source of life. Oh, it's daytime now. Okay, hello. Cool. Keep going. What's going on over here? I feel like I'm a little bit faster now. So I can go up these stairs. We got a weed whacker over here. Now we got a gardening kit. Okay, this is as good as a garden. Okay, well that makes sense. I see it. We got a bow and arrow. What is that? Oh, it's just a stick. You know you officially got old whenever you have like a favorite stick. You have like a favorite walking stick, you know? You're old, you spend way too much time outside. That was the day I lost all respect for my dad whenever he had a favorite stick. I was like, Dad, it wasn't even a stick. He had like a gardening hoe and the head fall off of it. And he was like, oh, this is a good stick. If I ever get robbed when I'm doing this, I could just take the stick. Oh, I turned the light on. I'm like, Dad, you don't need a favorite stick. You guys enjoy these stupid stories of mine. Okay, so we have 3 plugs. That's unique. I've only ever seen 2 together on the wall. We got a microwave with dials. Cooked onions are great. Raw onions, I can't handle. That's a fact, Steven. I can only do raw onions if they're like on a burger amongst a ton of other ingredients, which is why I don't get why people don't like certain things on a burger. When you got something on a burger, dude, you can't even taste it on top of everything else, at least in my mind. But I also don't have a lot of things I don't like. There's not a whole lot of food I don't like. I'm not a fan of wasabi. I tried that once. I thought I was going to die. I'm not too big of a fan of sushi. At least I say that. But I have had a couple sushis. Like a spring roll. I could do a spring roll. But I've had other sushi where I'm like, I don't know if this is for me. All of y'all, I got to take a dump. Wait, where's the handle? There's the handle. Cool. All these details. There's a mirror, but I can't see myself in it. What does that mean? Super Mario 2, baby. Super Mario Bros. 2. Game of the year every year. Are we asking about game of the year? How do you season your food? Oh, yeah, I know. Yeah, Alpaca, how would you? Onion feels like a staple for everything. They have layers. They have ogres have layers. Here we go. Yes, Will, thank you for saying that. Game of the year. We have 6 options. Sushi's my blood and soul. Love to hear it. That's fantastic. Means you're dreaming. Yeah, that's got to be it, Voltafines. You know, I can't ever think of a time I saw a mirror whenever I was dreaming. It's entirely possible it's happened, but I can't think of it, to be honest with you. Sushi and ginger is my way of life. Wasabi, not so much. Yeah, I'm with it. Wasabi and horseradish is all about applying the right amount. See, there's no right amount to me. The second there's any wasabi touching my food, I have to kill everyone in the building. I have to just commit genocide, bro. I can't do it. Wasabi, if it touches anything, I'm having. Oh, no. Oh, that was a legit spook. That scared the ever-loving hell out of me, bro. Look at my hands. Also, y'all should be clipping some of this shit, man. Let me tell you, nothing disappoints me more. Let me just go on a little tiny rant here. Nothing disappoints me more when I get done with a stream, I check the next day, and nobody's clipped anything. I want to scream and vomit blood, bro. Like, clip my shit. Do you want, is you guys, is this some sort of like, what's the word for it? Is this some sort of strike? Are you guys trying to force me to upload? Are you holding this against me until I upload or re-upload old streams to a new YouTube channel? What do you want? Clip my shit, man. My hair's too long. I need you to clip it. Yeah, it's just too long. I need a haircut really bad. And use the rest of the ingredients. Daryl being afraid of a dress. Look, man, it was red. I wasn't ready for it. It's these jumps. Was it a jump scare? technically, but then again, it really wasn't because there was no like bang. It was all visual. It was a visual jump scare. People just like watching you for long periods of time only. No one can handle a tiny dose of Daryl. You need a heavy dosage. All right. There's a joke there somewhere. We're gonna move on. You see, the morning she was complete. Oh, you see, this morning she was completely lost, out of this world. She was staring at the void. That's what I fear, because I know that one day that emptiness will arrive, and she will be far from everything. Sorry about that. I get really gassy in the afterlife. Things get a tad more complicated every day. It's hard, very hard. Anyway, let me tell you, truth is that we are very lucky, and here we are, the two of us. It was never an easy life for us, you know? So maybe it's the mom. It's not telling me who these little snippets are from, but maybe it's the mom that has it. This morning, she was completely lost, out of this world. Interesting. Thank you. Thank you, B-Boy. My guy. I got you. Thank you, B-Boy. I appreciate that. Doing God's work, says Night Slays. Hell yeah. Just as are scary. I'm a noob for Twitch. It's all good, Luke. I'm still a noob for Twitch. I still don't understand how this affiliate program works. Oh, cool. We got a couple people clipping it. If I don't see the exact same thing clipped 8 or 9 times, I swear to God, I will shut this stream down. Please don't do that. Or do. I don't care. So, like, okay, this is what's interesting, right? Superliminal, which is a game I have yet to play, but I really, really want to play, does this a lot, I think, where it takes sizes. It takes, like, the size of stuff, and it fucks with you. So, like, this is clearly a room, and you have this little pile of cities over here. But I guarantee you, as I walk towards this, I'm going to start walking into the city. That's exactly what's going to happen. It's not what's happening. Hello. All right, well, that was I'm like Terry Crews. Okay, that's a bad example. Yeah, that didn't work. Wait, it did work. I'm tiny now. What the fuck? Hold up. Do I walk into these towns? I was expecting. Okay, now we're gonna do. Now there's like a bunch of these. Okay, that's fine. There's a tiny. Okay, so where's the stupid bike whistle? Where's the stupid bike bell? That's what I keep hearing right now. This must be like a childhood thing. I keep coming back to the same locations. Okay, so we got a pile of shanky poo here. Big old pile of it. And then we have, yes, that was on purpose. Shaky poo. It wasn't just a slip of the tongue. Okay, we have, this is like that part from Control when there's the, it is just like Control. Is it a phone or is it a bell? I think it's like a little bike bell. But this is very similar to that part in Control where the phone is ringing and you have to go across this big void. What the hell is happening? Can I float across? It's like piercing. Spanky Poo, that was the appropriate response. I'm honored to have you here, man. Or woman, I don't know. Or anywhere in between. I always want to say man. That's my default. I use man. Like I call my wife man. I'm like, man, get in here. Whenever I got to ask her a question or something. But like, if you guys want me to use your proper pronouns or anything like that, I'm 100% behind it. Just let me know, and I will refer to you as such. I just need to write it down. Otherwise, I will forget. We got a really close piano, bro. You ever played a piano with your nose? That's what I'm free to do. Bro, have you guys noticed how big my damn nose is? I could absolutely play piano with my nose. Okay, so we got this. Oh, there was a glass piano earlier. So did, like, the grandma used to play piano or something? That is another thing about dreams. I feel like the uncle from Jackie Chan, the cartoon, he's like, one more thing. One more thing about dreams is that you ever notice that it's like a collage? Sometimes, not always. Sometimes it's like a collage of all the shit throughout your day. Like you see a commercial, you know, of a guy cleaning a window, and it, you know, it's 2 or 3 seconds, and it'll just show up in your dream later. This I have to do it. It's like a play about dreams. It's not going to be very factually based, or it will be factually based, but it's not going to be like you know, nothing about it is going to be certain. It's just going to be sort of recovering what we think we know about dreams, but I think it would be interesting as hell. Oh, this is the place we were before. This is the window. It's all coming together, man. I keep hearing... Is a thing here? Okay, there's something down there. We have a... Okay, let's go in this door. I'm really tripping right now. Whoa, whoa, no, I missed it. No, come back. I can't get to the... He can't get back to the house. It's in the past. Y'all got actual chills. That kind of freaked me out a little bit. Wait, did he jump out the thing and get hit by... Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. What does this mean? Did somebody jump out the window, get hit by a tram, and then... This reminds me of that show we watched, The Haunting at Bly Manor, like her boyfriend in the mirror that... I won't spoil it, but like, it's... Whoa. So like, did he jump out the window? Is he reliving this moment where he jumped out the window, got hit by the train, and he couldn't get back to his home because that's all he wants? He's in that... Maybe he wasn't... Maybe there is no dementia. Maybe he's in a coma, and he just wants to get back home, but he can't, so he keeps reliving this shit. Y'all, this is kicking it up a notch. You had to kind of be there for it a little bit. You kind of had to let it develop. You had to let the popcorn get going a little bit. But man, I smell the butter now. Listen, you can neither do anything nor have to. Wait, let me try that. I'm gonna try that again. Listen, you can neither do anything nor have to. You're living under the far side of the world. It is what it is. What can we do? It's nobody's fault, really. You see, this is what happens when one spends their entire life traveling. So Dad was never home. And one day, he missed his family so much that he jumped out the window, got hit by a tram, but lived. And now he's reliving all this because he's in a coma. That's his dream. We're getting all kinds of clips now. He was a dream. Okay, let me get caught up in the chat. He's back in the house. Actually, I really dream. A lot of woes. Yeah, absolutely. He's in a dream. Now we're thinking with portals. Had too much fun. Okay, look, you did a bunch of them. I had too much fun, he says. So the title is in Spanish, right? And those houses look very South American. Yes. I looked it up because I'm a dumbass. In Argentina, they speak Spanish, and the developer is Argentinian. So I believe Promesa, Promise, Spanish. I think that's what the vibes are going through here. Yeah, it's Spanish. Yeah, for sure. Okay, we're in a cave now. Ooh, oh, I was like, what's my camera? My mouse. Okay. Nothing behind us. Wait, there is something kind of behind us. Can I? Oh, I can walk backwards. Will it let me? No. Okay, there's the end of the cave here. We have... Walk into the wall. We have a little lovely guitar. I'm vibing to this guitar, man. I feel like I'm like in El Paso by sundown. Yeah, Brazil is Portuguese, right, B-boy? Most of the others are Spanish, I think, or some mix of them. But yeah, Brazil is heavily Portuguese, I believe. French Guiana. Oh, interesting. Okay. Okay, someone told me something about Brazil in chat before, and I was confused. It was Portuguese. Yeah. So Portuguese, I believe. I mean, I know jack shit about language, but I believe Portuguese and Spanish have a lot of similarities. A lot of like the root words are of the same, or cut of the same cloth. This is lovely, man. This game is honestly really growing on me. At first, it just kind of felt like I was not really doing anything, but now I'm really starting to feel like there's a much deeper meaning here. Okay, we got this nice little bell tower. This is fun. They really crammed a lot of bells in there. The mayor must be very proud. This is the whole city. So this is... Where is this, though? So this thing runs on a selective... What's the word I'm trying to use? This thing goes... Oh, you just go straight down. There's no y-axis for you in this game. You go forward to back, left and right. There's no y-axis. It just sort of it's like a train. It just keeps you running along a preset. No, that's not what it does. It keeps you. There's only one. I don't want to say this. You can go up or down. It tells you when to go up or down. It does that for you. But back and forth, you can do all you want. So I can back up. I can't back up now. I'm falling from the sky. They're both Romance languages, but the languages are very different. Interesting. Okay, well, I'm wrong then. I just thought they were. I mean, they're kind of different. I can read Spanish, but I can't speak. Huh. Interesting. I talked about this once in a Hollow Knight stream. But language is really interesting because there's a whole argument in psychology that languages are how our thoughts work. Like you have to think something before you say it. Like that's why you have like an inner voice. So I did, one of my friends who I work with who is bilingual, he speaks Spanish and English, but his native language is Spanish, I believe. And he was telling me that a lot of times he has to think something in Spanish, translate it into English, and then say it. And apparently a lot of his thoughts, like when he thinks to himself, are in Spanish. But that's changed over the years as he has used it less. But then there are some people that don't have... Some people have reported not having an inner voice, which has people very baffled. So the whole fundamental argument, and it's an ongoing thing in psychology, of... Do we think in words? Like, is it important to know a language to understand, to be able to think clearly, or is it not? There's a whole, man, I could do a whole episode on this now that I'm thinking about it. There's if you've ever taken like a psych class, you've probably seen, I believe her name is Dolly, I think. But there was a girl who was kept, this you guys might find this really interesting. There was a girl who was kept in a basement from the time she was like in diapers to the time she was like 10, 11 years old. And in that time in her basement, she didn't speak to anyone. She basically was just kept alive down there. She had no social interaction. There was no school. And she really, really struggles to speak and understand and, you know, have any type of interaction with anyone because she doesn't understand English. Like, she knows a few words because they finally got to this poor girl and they took care of her. But that's a thing. Jeannie, yes, thank you. Neutrino 231. Jeannie, that's her name. I found my door. Yeah, so weird, right? What do blind/deaf people dream of? That is an excellent question. I do not know. That is that does make me wonder though, right? And I'm pretty sure they do, right? Because you're still getting one sense in. Maybe you dream in sounds. Maybe you still, you know, maybe if you're deaf, you're not totally deaf. You still hear like mumbles and things. So maybe you understand the sensation. I think for a lot of deaf people, you don't necessarily hear anything, but you feel vibrations. So like maybe you feel a lot of sounds in your dreams. I don't know, man. I wish I had the answers. I'm like Kanye. Like, you ain't got the answers. You ain't got the answers, man. A table has been set. And deaf people think in sign language. Yeah, you know, I feel like... First of all, I actually know a little bit of sign language. I know the alphabet. I know like 20, 30 words. Let's see. Well, they do still dream. It's just different, I think. Yeah, like I said, I'm almost certain they do. Because, again, dreams aren't a thing that just sort of happen by chance. There's a purpose behind dreams. Like, there's a reason that people go mad when they haven't slept a lot. Because I think dreams... One thing that psychologists pretty well agree on is that dreams consolidate memories. So like everything that happens throughout the day, sometimes it rehearses them, maybe in like a weird manner. Maybe it comes out kind of ugly. But sleep, at least, and dreams may just be like the manifestation of it. But sleep consolidates your memories. It consolidates information. That's why you have to be able to get a good night's sleep to remember things, to do well in school. You have to be able to sleep. So I would assume that, yeah, some form of dream happens, but what it looks like, I couldn't even begin to tell you. My mom doesn't have any mental imagery. Interesting, B-Boy Ninja. And there are some people that, like you said, don't have mental imagery. There are some people that have a photographic memory. It's one of those things where I wish I had the answers, but boy, that makes me want to know. It makes me want to know more. By the way, we are proud you learned some ASL, buddy. Oh yeah, that's right. Will, you taught me a lot of it, didn't you? Yeah. Hell yeah, that was a good time, man. That was a good time. I enjoyed those. Long story short, I try not to reveal too much. Me and Will were in a play together in high school, and the play that we did involved deaf characters. And Will knows a ton of. Will, I don't want to say too much, depending on what you're comfortable with. But Will knows a ton of American Sign Language, and so he taught me and a lot of the other cast how to do it, and it kind of worked out nicely. We all kind of learned a lot of language. Let's see, Discord win. Yeah, so I'll talk about Discord in a second. I need my neurons. Yeah, Discord. I don't want to own one. If you guys want to invite me one, I might hop in. I just don't want to own one, to be honest with you. It's too much to keep up with. I use Discord often, but I don't want to own one. I don't want to have. If you guys want to make an unofficial one and invite me, please do. I'm happy to do that. I just don't want to have the allegation of like, where's Daryl? It's his Discord. He better show up. He better make me a mod or make me a this or. I ain't trying to do that, man. If you guys want to make one for me that's unofficial, I will be happy to join in, and I'll be happy to pop in every now and then whenever I see fit. I just don't want the allegation of owning it and feeling like I have to show up. It took a lot of convincing on myself to get a Twitch. So anyways, nice ladies, I appreciate you understanding. No stress, we don't need one. Sweet, awesome, glad to hear it. Do follow me on Twitter though, because I think I'm going to start posting like stream stuff there as well. That's what I dream about, in the neighborhood where there are no differences. The neighbor's grass was as green as yours, not like today. Life was divine. That's right. That's how life was. I miss many things. You can't even imagine how it was. I still remember, every time I went back to the neighborhood, I always went to sample the scent of our house. Now that I'm thinking about it, we saw that crazy dress. I'm beginning to think that maybe it was like the mom that's in a coma. You know, maybe she was the one that jumped, and that's why there was like a red bloody dress. That has to be it, right? Okay, what do we got now? We have a stairwell. Careful not to fall. You'll ever see those stupid videos on Reddit and stuff where like people try to slide down these rails and then they fuck around and fall over one side and then they fall down like 2 floors and break their neck? Or is that just me? Because I absolutely have seen that so many times. And every time I'm like, don't. And then they do. My pizza's burning. Will, go get the pizza, bro. You're good, but it's a topic I don't know enough about to speak on. Yeah. Streams are enough. No stress with anyone. Yeah, I appreciate y'all understanding. And like I said, man, I mean, I'm not against interacting with y'all. Surely. That's kind of why I like doing every now and then just a just chatting stream or a tiny game like this where I can just sort of mostly chill with y'all. I just don't want the obligation of like, you know, y'all feeling like I should be there at all times, which I feel like I would feel like I had that if I had a Discord. But again, if you guys want to make one, get together, please do invite me and I'll pop in whenever I pop in. But that is totally up to y'all. Don't feel obligated to do that. I am happy just chilling on the streams and enjoying this nice little flooring here. Oh, wow, look at that. Look at the checker patterns. I think every floor we went down, the windows got a little bit more open. Are we really trying to sell the fact that someone jumped out the window? Is that what happened? Oh, you talking about, did they scare you? Yeah, you talking about the those crazy videos where people do dumb shit? Okay, so I guess I could have gone either way if I had went out this way. Oh, look. You see that window up there with the 2 eyes? He's like, oh, I'm a window. All right, that was the stupidest bit all night. I'm sorry. I just had to see the freaking, that window. It really cracked me up. I should have given him a better voice. Hi, I'm the window. That kind of looks like a face too. It looks like a snail. The 2 mirrors. The way, if you just look at the gray part, like the lighter gray on the. If you just look at, hold on, can I do this? Hang on, maybe it'll let me. I don't know if it'll. Yeah, if you just look at the lighter gray part on the front of it, and then you imagine that the handlebars are whiskers, and the mirrors or eyes, it totally looks like a snail being like, "Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm a snail and I'm a moped. I get great mileage and I'm a much better bit than that window." All right, let's move on. See a snail bike. We have shit to do. This is a nice little area. I kind of like it. It's awfully quiet. No one around. That's another thing, man. How often can you name a time in your dream where there was more than like 3 or 4 people at once? I can't think of a time where there was just a fuck ton of people. Snail moped confirmed. I can't think of a time whenever I was dreaming and there was just a ton of people. It's always like a small handful. This is a really nice view. Hello. Okay. We're flying to it. I can't go back. Yeah, we're just going right in. Got some nice birds. Oh. Okay. We just saw that for a second. Humans do have a natural tendency. That's apophenia. That is apophenia, my man. That is... did a whole video, not on that particularly, but that was a part of the video. We have a natural tendency to see patterns, and faces are certainly a big one, which is why a lot of times you'll see Jesus in your toast. You'll see someone in the clouds. You'll see a snail on a moped. I love this Latin guitar. Got some pictures on the wall. Oh, this must be his... They've been changing my height every time I come through these. I think I might be remembering this as a kid, and sometimes I might be remembering as an adult. There's so much underneath the surface in this game. So much underneath the surface, man. Got that cast iron skillet. I remember when there was 4 people before, yeah. Is that about one time you played the arrow and balls go? Is that the one time you played the arrow and balls going around? What are you talking about, Alpaca? I don't remember that. Am I going crazy? I think that dream was about how I don't feel good in control of my voice. I could explain. Maybe you're talking to somebody else. I could explain, but it might take a while. I think you guys might be talking to each other. And I just popped in like, what are you guys talking about? We have a golden bike. Oh, they must have got me a bike for my birthday. My parents love me. I was a Batman fan. You see that Batman on the wall over there? A golden bike. Just for me, and it has a letter. What does the letter say? Why am I British and this is an Argentinian game? Okay, there we go. And, yeah, we have a bike now. Are you jealous of my fucking golden bike? Does your brain have a graphics card? Now, goddammit, that's my next cycle of play. That's coming out Saturday. Can we not talk about that? You guessed the topic. Does your brain have a graphics card? Son of a bitch. I know what you're asking, though. And it's... Yes. It's not called a graphics card. It's called an occipital globe. But does your brain control the textures of the world? Or does your brain just control what the world looks like? Have you ever considered the thought that the world you see through your eyes looks completely different and may not even look as clear or as crisp as it does to some other creatures? Like the mantis shrimp can see a much larger spectrum of color than we can. The mantis shrimp sees colors we don't see. Can you even imagine what that feels like? To see colors you can't even... Like, there are colors out there you haven't even conceptualized. Like, you know that whole thing about, like, how do you explain color to a deaf person? How do you explain a color you've never seen before? Yourself. This has been a really strangely relaxing / goofy stream. I've enjoyed myself. This has been a lot of fun. We've got a little radio on the floor. Non-dairy neutrino, what's going on with you? Hope your life is beautiful at this time. We are playing some Promesa, which is an Argentinian developed game. about promise, about dreams. It's really about dreams. What's happened so far is basically we're in this really complex dream where I think it's sometimes we're a kid. I think it's sometimes we are a grandpa. I think it's sometimes we are a grandma. And the grandma, I think, got run over by a reindeer. I mean, a bus, and it was really sad. And we're sort of living that, or maybe she didn't die. Maybe she's in a coma, and we're experiencing some of her dreams. There's so much in the subtext of this game, and I'm really enjoying it. This feels like a game you should play a couple of times and like create a theory video about, which is well above my ambition level. But if there's something to be gained here in a video about dreams, I will certainly be referencing it, because I feel like a dreams cycle of play needs to happen. I don't know why I'm talking so slowly right now. It might be because I really want to enunciate everything I say. This is a very narrow hallway, and I'm fully expecting a jump scare again. But maybe that's in the past. Maybe that's over. Narrow hallways, though, do kind of make me feel, The Beginner's Guide, the same people as the Stanley Parable. Now, that's something I would be interested in playing. Damn it, now I'm going to hear Grandma got run over by a reindeer for the rest of the stream. Yeah, maybe another coma person, but I don't know. Maybe we have multiple people in coma as well. That's a good question. The idea that color is typically uniform in their perception by humans blows my mind. Shanky Poo, that's a great point. Yeah, the fact that we all agree what blue is, like it just goes to show we actually do have all the same. Oh, fuck, I gotta look both ways. See that car? The idea that we can all agree. Oh yeah, that's blue. Oh yeah, that's green. Oh yeah, that's yellow. For the most part, if you have colorblind, if you have like, narrow cones as they would call it, which is a disaster at Dairy Queen. I didn't just say that. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. But yeah, the fact that you could see things differently. You go to Dairy Queen, they think like a fat ass scoop of ice cream, but your cone is like a pencil. Like, what the fuck is that? What is this oddly shaped? Your ice cream's all melting off the sides. I'm so sorry. TGB is a really weird and surreal experience exploring the decaying psyche of a game developer. Interesting. TBG, what is it again? Fuck, car. I don't want to get, not like Grandma. She got by a tram. TBG, what was it? The Stanley Parable, it wasn't that one though. I want to remember the name of that game though. I can't get over there. My mouse is stuck. I'm gonna go back to chat later. Also, chat has not been on screen this whole time. It just occurred to me. Chat has not been on screen this whole time. I tried getting it going earlier, but it just wouldn't go. The Beginner's Guide. Thank you, Derry. Okay, I gotta get the chat fixed later. I'm not gonna try to fix it now because I've been so damn engrossed in this experience I haven't even noticed. Sorry about that, guys. Chat should be on the screen. It's been doing this weird thing lately where it doesn't want to pull chat. I really apologize for that. That's super frustrating. Ooh, I'm an angry boy now. Wait, I'm going back down this hallway again. I just realized I just came from here. Okay, well, let's go back then. What we got up here? We got some power lines. We got a nice little window. We got some pipey pipes. Okay. I don't want this to hurry up and finish. I certainly don't want that. But I would like another, like, boom. I want something to happen. I want a little stimulation. We're going back the exact same way we came. What's the point of this, though? Why would we go back the same way we came? I don't feel like anything has really changed since then. But this is the way it's telling me to go, so... Am I stuck? Well, I guess it sounds different, so maybe it's like during the day, things are happening. Oh man, y'all remember like these tables from preschool whenever they had like these little short tables? Yeah, that's the thing too. Like I'm an adult now. I'm tall enough to, it does change your height at different times. One of these is a door, right? Yeah, there it is. It does change your height. So you're experiencing this at different times. So yeah, so at one point there was a wheelbarrow there, so like maybe now I'm re-experiencing, this was my childhood home at some point, and now I'm coming back as an adult. That's what's happening. Soup and Sammy time, not a big deal. Go enjoy your supper. I need to get me something to eat after this, actually. Do I want to go into the kitchen? Sure, let's go in here. Oh, you know what this is, man? This is like after all the shit's gone. Like I got my parents moved out, or my grandparents moved out or whatever. We're getting ready to sell this place. I see what's happening. All the stuff is gone. Okay. No paintings on the wall, no nothing. This must be like years later. It's kind of sad now that I'm thinking about it. So we have the shower, no more mirror anymore. Man, this place has just been washed. Mr. J, what's going on with Jesse? Hope you're doing well, man. We're playing Promesa. This is a game about dreams. I think we might be in the fourth quarter, man. It might be close to the end here. I'm re-experiencing what looks like is my apartment as an adult. Don't jump out, don't jump out, don't jump out. Let's not jump out the window or I think I have to. This is where it's leading me to go. Maybe I'm going to pull maybe I just look out. Maybe I just look dramatically. No, that's it. I just stand here. Okay. So this is what my childhood home looks like all this time later. This game has given me existential dread. I know, man. Jesse, this is a game called Promesa. It's a game a little indie dev sent me. It's a very short game, but it's about dreams, and it's about, I believe, the relationship between this boy and his father. Yeah, that's the end. Yeah, that's exactly what I thought. Julian Palacios. My man, yeah, that's the dude that emailed me. I really enjoyed that. I gotta give it a little bit of a clap. It seemed to me that my interpretation of this, at least, was that this is about a son and either his father and his grandmother. Dad gets Alzheimer's or something, or is in a coma. Mom can't handle it. She jumps out the window at some point out of anger or out of something, and she gets hit by a bus, and we saw that through a dream. We had to sort of piece it together. And now the kid is sort of experiencing all this in his dreams. I think at some point, so what's interesting is like nothing was ever explicit. It was almost just sort of like you experience things from different perspectives. You're shorter at one point. Thanks to my family and friends for those who made it possible. Man, you love to see that. Much respect. Now through the scene selection option in the main menu, you'll be able to revisit each scene and visit the ones we haven't seen yet. Each walkthrough of Promesa is different. You don't get to see all the scenes with one session. Oh, interesting. So it does encourage multiple playthroughs, which is really a cool feature for games like this that are sort of, I have Steam achievements. Great. Not that I really care about those. Okay, so yeah, so each time you went to a lot of these locations. So there's one missing here. We're missing a couple here. Interesting. Can I just straight up? Oh, I can just straight go to the scene. Yeah, let's play this scene. Let's see what we're missing. We still got a little bit more we can play. Okay, so we have this church, it looks like, because I hear bells. It is pretty deep, man. Who said it was giving them existential dread? I don't see who it was. Why can't I just saw it a second ago? Someone said it was giving them existential dread, which I get. I totally feel that. All right, so here we are. We're walking into this church. What appears to be a church, at least. We got some stuff over here, some stuff over here. And by stuff, I mean a blank space. Oh, we have birds. We have a flock of something here. Pigeons? It's like Home Alone 2 out here. She just calls the doves. person guy was the one that said the existential dread. Yeah, I feel that, man. Okay, so this must be like, maybe it was the funeral or something for somebody, maybe for grandma when she got hit by the bus. I started to say reindeer again. What? That was a little unsettling. Can I back up? I have to back up. It's not letting. Oh yeah, I can't go forward. Just kidding. Can I? Am I getting closer? Yes, I am. It's very slowly. Okay, so this must be Grandpa. Oh, you know what I bet it was? Grandpa was never around, or Dad was never around. He went traveling. Mom couldn't take it, so she jumped out the window. Oh, it's all coming together. Oh, it feels bad, man. Oh, it feels bad. Oh, no. All right, let's hear it in the chat. This might be fun. Give me your weirdest dream. But because they're going to be very detailed, and you probably don't feel like typing a ton, give me your weirdest dream in one sentence. I think my weirdest dream, as I think about it, I don't know if I've had a weirdest dream, but all my dreams contain like something falling from the sky and everyone that I love dying. Like that's like so many of my dreams. It's something falling out of the sky, waking up and just realizing how precious life is, and like not being worried about the shit I was worried about the day before. Just being like, man, I'm glad I'm alive. I'm glad I'm good. I'm glad I got my wife, got my dog, got the people I love. Yeah, so this is whoa, hey, no, I don't want to go this way. Probably dinosaurs. B-boy. Yo, I got taken from them. Okay, yeah, because they were taken. Okay, so Dad goes off to war. Mom can't handle it. She kills herself. That's what happened. Oh, God, this is deep. I'm feeling it, man. Scene selection. What else we got? That went too long. I got actually close up shop here in a minute because I got to finish working on Psych of Play. Video's done, by the way. New Psych of Play Saturday. I just have to go back and rewatch it, make sure there's nothing that needs to be polished off. I still have to make a thumbnail, which is weird because usually I make the thumbnail first. That's like usually the very first thing that I do. Oh, this is beautiful. Oh, actually, let me read some crazy dreams. Probably not the weirdest, but it's the one I remember most vividly. The riding dinosaurs. Apocalypse. Running away from a creature that's sensitive to sound. Hell no, bro. I can't forget that. My mom went to fight xenomorphs about being predators in samurai armor while I stay home. Bartman said my mom took care of everything, bro. I sat at the house and my mom grabbed some samurai armor. She went and took care of business. I love that. Yeah, new Psych of Play coming out Saturday. Get hype. I think the Hell Dreams, Civil War, or Deja Vu Dreams. That. Oh, lovely. Someone wants to. Oh, I can't. Hey, one of my mods, Bozo, if you're in here, somebody take care of Z Crito 10137 wanting to become famous. Somebody get that. We got to get that out of here. Somebody fucking eviscerate that shit, man. Oh, I'm in the clouds now. We got the sun. We got the sky. Oh, I can go anywhere here. Wait, there's like no predetermined direction. This is weird. This is very different. This is the first scene I've been able to go this fast. Thanos snap them. What is happening? Can you all hear that? Ooh. Okay, we have a little town. We have this couch. I'm clearly a kid here. I guess we watch the TV. Oh, I'm so unsettled right now. This must be one of the nightmares. Hello? Y'all, I'm so spooked right now. Oh, we got Missing No on the screen? Okay. Okay. When someone else becomes the MC in your dream. That's totally how it feels, man. Okay, I'm gonna go back down this tunnel now. See you later, guys. I'm gonna try to find happier horizons. Cloud Kingdom does look different. Where the moon's at. What's down here? It keeps getting smaller and smaller. Oh, I don't like this, man. I'm a little bit claustrophobic because I'm big. I'm like 6'2". I don't fit many places. Ooh, I don't like it. I don't like it. This is the kitchen that we ran a minute ago. What am I seeing? What's dancing around the poo on the table? What the fuck is going on? What the fuck is this? Y'all, why is this? Y'all, my dreams tonight are gonna be wild. No, get away from me, ghost broccoli. I don't want to eat you. I'm a kid. Wait, it's like I'm this big now. What the fuck is going on? I gotta play Superliminal. This is making me want to play Superliminal so bad. Like this perspective shit, it just changes things. So wait, I can't go back to the. Okay, hello. I know it's like the most stock ghost noise of ooh, but my god, I'm tripping balls right now, dude. Good to see you, sir. Glad to have you in the house. I have a pile of poo with a nice, lovely entryway we're gonna walk into. Okay. Dude, if there's me sitting at that table, like me, not in-game me, but me sitting at this table, I'm gonna snap. Yo, I'm Luigi's Mansion music. Yeah, man. Dun 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 dun. Mario? Mario. Big Willie Style 3 will look the toilet brushes. Good to see you, Big Willie Style 3. I don't think I've seen you here in the chat in the show before. Thank you for being here. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the chat. Again, everybody, I apologize. I don't know why the chat's not popping up on screen. I would try to mess with it, but actually, here, let me see if I can. Just one time, just real quick, just for shits and giggles. Let's see if I can fix it. Properties. Maybe we can try to fix it. Done. Done. Hello? Is it fixed? Joe. Dun, 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 dun. One more try. Done. The first stream you saw was World of Horror. Yeah, World of Horror was fun. I got to get back into it at some point because there's a lot of promise in World of Horror. I just think it wasn't their best stream game because it required a ton of reading, and I couldn't like focus on the chat. So at some point, I do want to play it again. Maybe whenever I get more familiar with it, so that it goes more smoothly. So we'll see. I appreciate the love on the JoJo background. That moment was so iconic. Oh god, I got gas. Burpee. The motherfucking Dio. Ho ho. And he's like, here, approach. What an iconic moment, man. Muda. Okay, so we got some rain coming down now. For an hour earlier, I was just trying as hard as I could to get like a really nicely enunciated muda. But it's hard to do it. But I got, the bike again. The snail bike is back. Hey, it's the snail moped. What's going on with you, boy? Slugped. Can I get a slug moped? Can I get a slugped in the chat? Let's go. The slugped is here. Oh no, it's red. It's red like the dress was. Someone died on the slugped. Just Jojo Mama. Oh no. The slugped murdered someone. What? Someone died on the slugped, bro. I wasn't ready for this. Slugped, why are you evil? He looks less like a slug here. I don't like this at all. Okay, well, it was raining on the day my sister probably, because I think there was a sister in those pictures. I bet the sister died on the slugped. We have a straight up scene now. So it was raining here. This game, has really turned the corner. I'm incredibly invested on figuring out what's going on. Slugpog. I would agree with you about World of Horror. It becomes a lot quicker to play once you understand what's happening. Yeah, big time, big time. I once I got the hang of it, I was like, oh, I'm really invested now. But then it just it kept being a situation where I just couldn't check with. No. I'm gonna totally get hit, aren't I? I'm gonna get hit. Both ways. Nobody's coming. Someone's coming. Someone is absolutely coming. I ain't walking across that yet. You got me fucked up. I am not doing it, not until until I know. All right, I'm just gonna cross. I don't hear anything. Got the Peloton store next to it. Okay, I'm good. No. I refuse to get hit by a bike. Okay. Slugped will not be the end of me. 3D movie ahead. Oh, totally. Yeah, it's got the red and whites. It's got the red and blues. If you have 3D glasses at the house, go and put them on right now. That would be really trippy. I bet some people watching this may not even remember the 3D glasses. In case you are watching this and you're young enough not to know what the 3D glasses were like, they used to take movies. It's like Spy Kids 3D did it. A bunch of other movies did it. They would take the movie and they would just they would have one main image in the background, and then they would have two images that were like next to each other in front. I believe they call it stereoscopic 3D, where one would be red, one would be blue. And when you put your 3D glasses on, it would like make it pop because the two images that were set red and blue that came together in the middle would create the illusion of it being 3D. And it was cool as hell, man. It actually worked kind of nicely, but as soon as you took your glasses off, it was like, ugh, it's kind of ugly. Spike is 2D, best movie. What was the last movie you watched in 3D glasses? That is a damn good question. What is the last one that I watched in 3D? Man. It might be Spike is 3D. But that was at like the height of 3D movies. We never went to them because they were more expensive. It was always like, I was always the one in my family that wanted to go to see a movie. And my mom and dad were like, fine, if you want to go see this, we'll go see it. Oh, it's the room from Game of Thrones where they always would hang out and talk about world conquest. It may have been Spy Kids 3D. We didn't go see that many movies like that. Yeah, this is where Cersei and her brother lover would hang out and look at the floor. Does it not look exactly like that? If you guys have seen Game of Thrones, there's totally a room just like this, where they would come in, they would discuss, and they would look at the floor, and there's a table, ghost table. Never saw the appeal in IMAX. I did see, what's the Christopher Nolan movie about war? Dunkirk. I saw that in IMAX, and that was really good in IMAX. I think we have one scene left, and then we'll call it a day. Yeah, last scene. Ooh, I'm excited. Yeah, they re-put Star Wars out in 3D too, didn't they? Oh, no. This one has a completely different vibe. I guess the chat just doesn't want to work tonight. This one has an entirely different vibe. Look at this, dude. Wrong one. Hi. Wrong button. This has a totally different vibe, man. What is this? What is this? I hate this so much. I'm gonna get trapped in here, dude. This last scene is freaking me out. This is a dream you do not want to have, man. Oh, I thought there was a person down there and it freaked me out because I haven't seen anybody yet. I haven't actually seen another person this entire time. This has all been very lonely dreams. Oh, boy. Oh, I'm so excited to go eat some food after this, dude. I'm really hungry. I'm so hungry. I'm happy. Oh, wait, this is the same store I was just in. I just realized. This is the little place I was in. And it's like dark now for some reason. So I came in when it was open. And I'm coming out now that it's not open anymore. Did I get stuffed back there somehow? I've aged. That makes sense. I see what you're saying. I've aged in the chat. Just explained how 3D works for the red blue. Okay. I am on the moped now. Am I on? Slug pet. Oh, I can move. Great. I am not going to get hit. This is the first time I feel like I'm playing a game. I feel like I should dodge something now. See if I can catch up to this thing. Okay. We got, Is this the whole dream? Do I just have to, for all eternity while I'm in a coma, do I have to chase after this trim? Okay, okay, okay. I'm gonna get maybe behind it. That way incoming traffic doesn't get me. Hey, oh, am I dreaming that I can save my mom if I get them to turn over? If I get them to stop? What is happening, man? I don't like this. You know what? It's just occurring to me that all these dreams, it's all just a big JoJo reference. This is all the work of an enemy stand. Why is... Oh, because... Oh... This is a really, really cool sequence, man. Oh, no. So this must be what was dropped whenever this bus hit somebody. Or maybe mom didn't jump out the window. Maybe this is all one thing. Maybe this is an accident. Maybe mom didn't off herself and instead she just got in a moped accident. This is all of her shit on the ground after getting hit by the bus. Oh man. That's gotta be it, right? Oh no 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 no. No no no. Wait, can I... And that's that. What an interesting little game. I to be honest with you, man, I cannot, on the first go around, piece together each thing and give you a coherent what happened. I could probably do it if I played it again once or twice, which I'm not going to do now. That train must get to the business meeting. Yeah, that train had a fucking agenda, dude. It left. Man, okay. Well, this was fun. My dad's calling me. This was fun. Guys, I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up here in just a moment. But before I go, I do want to chit-chat with you guys for a minute. Just kind of talk. I'll be here about 3 or 4 more minutes. If you're lurking, I see there's a couple of you that are here, not saying anything, which is totally fine. But if you're lurking, you want to chit-chat right now, now's a good time to do it. What are y'all doing this upcoming weekend? What's going on in your lives? What games are you excited to play? I'm excited for Hyrule Warriors. I have that. That's coming up. That's going to be it's coming out tomorrow. Actually, let me get out this game real quick. Now that I'm thinking about it, I need to enter. I enjoyed Promesa. I hope you guys did too. It was a lot of fun. Let me get a little music going in the background. That's fine. That'll work right there. And then I'll turn my desktop audio back to here. Yeah, man, that was an enjoyable game. Hyrule Warriors is going to be a lot of fun. Super excited. Yeah, I agree, Jesse. I did pre-order it. I was going to play it tomorrow, but because of circumstances that are sort of out of my control, I'm going to be very busy tomorrow evening when I get off work. I could technically stream it tomorrow during lunch, but I got a physical copy, which means I can't get it from GameStop until they open, which means they open at 12, which means I'd have to go down there, come get it, start the stream up, and then I'd only be streaming for like an hour anyways. So I think we're just gonna scratch that. We're gonna do Hyrule Warriors a stream sometime Sunday afternoon, sometime like maybe 3 or 4 o'clock here, which I believe if you're overseas, that's gonna be like a later evening stream. Maybe I'll try to go earlier. Maybe I'll try to make it like a 1 or 2 o'clock here. That way you guys can see it before you go to bed. It's gonna be a lot of fun. I haven't played it yet. I haven't watched a whole lot of gameplay. It'll be my first Warrior style game, so should be fun. Rooster King says, I beat my first genocide run of Undertale the other day. That's amazing. I am too afraid to try it. You can't make me. I refuse to go kill Papyrus. I could kill everybody else. I could probably be okay with it, but I can't actually myself kill Papyrus. I gotta be a bitch about it. I just gotta watch other people do. Non-dairy Nutrient says, what do you do as a day job? I don't want to say specifically. I will tell you sort of what I actually do. But my profession involves a lot of Excel spreadsheets. It involves a lot of emailing. It involves talking to a lot of important people. It involves managing money and moving money around. If I told you what it really was, it's kind of a boring answer anyways. Basically, I work in an office, except I work from home now because, our good old friend Corona-19 or whatever they're calling it now is made me work from home, which is lovely. I'm getting a lot more work done on my channel now. It's been great. But yeah, I basically just have an office job, which is about all you can do with a bachelor's in psychology, unless you go and do more stuff than that. Next week I'm on vacation, coincidentally, when the Shadowlands expansion comes out, the WoW expansion. Oh, I didn't even know that you fuck with WoW, Jesse. That's amazing. That's fantastic, man. I hope you have a good time with it. I was on Genshin for a little bit because I've been looking for like a game that I can play over the course of a very long time because of like constant new content. I've thought about Final Fantasy XIV because everyone says it's amazing, and maybe I will give it a chance at some point, but that's also just a lot of time that I could be working on videos and getting caught up on my backlog. I want to play Persona 5 when the new year comes around. Will says, working watching NFL, especially tonight, I might go to FGO or Madden. I might play FGO or Madden. Just got my room cleaned up and replaced furniture, says talking Tom. Yeah, that's good. Anytime you get things cleaned up, let me tell you something, man. Anytime you clean up clutter, it is life-changing, at least for me. It completely fixes my entire reality whenever I don't have a ton of stuff laying around. It's like therapy. I love cleaning. I hate taking out trash, but I love throwing stuff away. I like doing dishes. All that is like, it's therapy to me. Daryl is Bill Gates confirmed. You got me. Yeah, I'm a Gates. That's my last name, Gates. Corona-chan. Next time I'm trying to go home for Thanksgiving, but I need to get tested first. Isn't that a bitch, man? It's the world we live in. Like, you want to go home for Thanksgiving, and we're tossing around the same thing right now. Like, we want to go see my parents and potentially play some golf because I haven't played golf in like for freaking ever. Yeah, it's a thing, man. You can't travel like you used to without being, somewhat responsible. It is a pain. Congrats, IVH. What did IVH do? I beat Markov from Hollow Knight without getting hit recently. Oh my god, he was the last one I beat on Radiant. Can we get a pog for IVH? That's a hell of a task. Good shit. IVH, I gotta give you some credit on that, man. I hell no, dude. I would not even try that. Lunchboy720, what's going on, man? I see you a little late. That's okay, no problem. You can always catch the replay, always catch the clips. There were lots of clips earlier. I appreciate it. We played a game called Promesa. It was about dreams, and I really enjoyed it. It was a very fascinating topic. Let's see. Good to have a short bit though. Just joined a random bozo. You got back in here. What's going on, man? Yeah, we finished. We're just chit chatting right now before I go get some supper and finish up Psych of Play because I gotta finish stuff done. I gotta get it like actually polished and stuff. I still haven't made a thumbnail. Do you guys want a clue what it's about? Do you? No, I'm not gonna give you one, even if you ask nicely. Yeah, lots of pogs for IVH. That's fantastic. Damn, just rejoined. Is there a stream schedule so I can make it to the next one? Lunch boy, no, there is no stream schedule. I would love to do that, but I don't have I can't do that and do Psycho Plays regularly. Because I am on a Psycho Play schedule. I do a new one every 4 weeks. Like it's on the dot every month unless something comes up. I even managed to get that on top of Game from the Heart out this month, which is kind of fascinating. I didn't think I could do it, but apparently I can, so I'm gonna keep doing it. But I'm on a schedule for that. I can't give you a stream schedule and also a Psycho Play schedule because that's too much for me to manage right now. If I ever quit my day job and do go full-time YouTube, yes, I will make a stream schedule and we'll do that. But right now, this is where we're at. Yeah, please rewatch the VOD if you want to. Podcast, yes, will. So I am I'll release this deal. I was trying to keep it a secret until me and Spencer are kind of on a better spot, but my friend Spencer and I have a podcast. On the off, and I have to go do that. I have to get ready for that here in a little bit. That's going to be later on this evening. It is not a game podcast. It is not a psychology podcast. It is not a life podcast. On the off chance that you enjoy American college football, you probably will not. It will probably not be for you. But on the off chance that you are, there's a YouTube channel out there called Hash Browns and Hash Marks, where me and my boy Spencer, we talk about some college football, and it's a good time. So if you want to hop into that, feel free to come on over. But I won't push it too much more than that because it's not a topic that I talk about on Daryl Talks Games. It's a completely different thing, and it's honestly like a really small kind of non-professional. We just have a good time. You have a really good podcast voice. Hey, I appreciate that, non-dairy. Right now, that good podcast voice is dying. I need to get something down this throat in a non-sexual manner so that it can get nice and not hurty anymore. Daryl, thanks for everything you're doing. I find it inspiring, refreshing, and motivating. You are awesome. Truth Sticker, you are awesome. Thank you so much for saying that. I really appreciate that. It's always nice whenever people come through and have nice things to say. I put a lot of work into these videos, man, and your comments do not go unread. I read probably every comment that I get a notification for. Sometimes YouTube won't send notifications through, but I do, for the most part, get to see quite a few of them. And I do always scroll through and I try to heart some. I try to respond to some, but I do, for the most part, see all the comments. YouTubers do read comments. Don't let anybody tell you different. But I do try to unplug from my phone the first 24 hours after I upload something, just because I'm tired of editing. I want to be done with it, and I let it go down the throat. Psychology is a fascinating thing. That's actually my first degree in, although I'm a programmer now. Spicy 65, that's amazing. Psychology is fun, right? It's a really fascinating topic. I can't recommend it enough. Maybe as like a minor, or if you are doing 2 degrees, if you just want to get a ton of degrees. If you want to study it in college, definitely do like a minor in it, because it's super useful information. It helps kind of ground you. It helps kind of help you understand where you're biased, where other people are biased, how to handle social situations better, why you think the way you do. Understanding why you think the way you think is such a refreshing skill to have, because it, again, like I said, it keeps you grounded. It makes you understand that we're all just flawed people, and we don't mean to be mean. We don't mean to be assholes. We just kind of have our biases. We kind of have our social constraints. We kind of have our tendencies, and that's just the way it is. But being a programming major, now that's something that you can really take and run with. There's a lot of programming that needs to be done nowadays. So big props, Spicy 65. I am a CS major, but I really like psychology too. Not a problem, man. Hey, you got to find what's good for you. But psychology is interesting. I think it pairs nicely with everything because we all have a brain. But I was a religious studies minor in college. I didn't actually get the minor. I didn't actually get the minor. I think I was like 6 hours short, and I was like, done with it. But I did take a lot of religious studies classes. I'm fascinated with how people try to like rationalize stuff, which I think is what a lot of religions are. Some religions, of course, are different than others. They're not all made the same, obviously. And if you are religious, I don't want to take that away from you. There's nothing wrong with that. I wouldn't even consider myself an atheist. I think there is a God. I have a lot of times a difficult time pinning down, how I feel about that, but I won't get too deep into that. It's a long story. My wife is a mental health therapist too, so I still get a bit of it. I totally agree on the benefits of it as well. Absolutely, man. Yeah, that's really good. That's good to know. I'm glad that you guys I'm glad that you have a very smart household, because that means your kids are going to be smart, and that's always a very comforting thing. I'm also a software developer that is fascinated by psychology. Oh, nice, TV. That's cool. That's good to know, man. Guys, I'm going to go ahead and hop out. It's been a good night. I hope you guys enjoy yourselves. Take care. Enjoy your Thursday evening / midnight, or whatever time it is for where you are. Enjoy your weekend. I'll see you Sunday for some Hyrule Warriors. New Zelda, man. I know it's not technically a Zelda, but it's a Zelda to me. And it's going to feel real good. It's going to feel like Breath of the Wild, except we're going to be beating lots of shit up. It's going to be my first Warrior-style game, Dynasty Warriors, whatever. It's going to be a lot of fun. Night Slays, take care. Lunch Boy, Nines 2B, Will, True Seeker. See you around. Quick Sparse. As always, guys, take care of yourselves. Have a damn good one. And we will see you on Sunday, and we will see you on Saturday for a new Psych of Play. All right, guys, take care of yourselves.